Welcome back, everybody, and today we're taking a look at the third film in the Tales of the Wild West collection #2 box set from Imprint Films, and it is 1971's Something Big. So this is directed by Andrew V. McLagan, who also did The Wild Geese and The Devil's Brigade. Those, quite frankly, have only been the two films that I've enjoyed from him so far. And this is a Western comedy clocking in at 108 minutes long. Stars like Dean Martin, who I've seen in 10 other films. He was also really rather good in the likes of Rio Bravo, The Sons of Katie Elder, and the four Matt Helm films that he was the lead in. Also stars Brian Keith, who I've seen in 12 other films. He was rather good in the likes of The Yakuza, The Nevada Smith, Nightfall, and Krakatoa East of Java. You've also got Honor Blackman, who was in A Night to Remember, Jason and the Argonauts, and of course Goldfinger. And finally, Ben Johnson, who was in the previous film in this box set, Will Penny. So penniless Joe Baker is determined to make it big before his fiancée Dover arrives from Pennsylvania. And if he's going to do something big, he's first going to need a Gatling gun. But can Joe get his gun and pull off his big heist without raising the suspicions of the local cavalry and its cantankerous Colonel Morgan? So, although this isn't as bad as Waterhole #3, as that was also in the previous box set, and that was also a Western comedy, and that's just because it's not as problematic, and this is marginally funnier. The plot to this, unfortunately, just isn't interesting enough to sustain it over the course of its running time. That said, the cast is good, the score is well done, there is some decent action, especially in the final act. It is well shot, has a couple of humorous moments, and the pacing is reasonable. So, yeah, not as bad as Waterhole #3, certainly not going to give it as low as a score as that, but certainly nowhere near as good as Will Penny, and neither is it as good as Five Card Stud. So yeah, it's going to get a 3 out of 5. So not spectacular, but I was expecting, quite frankly, a lot worse. Because yeah, like I said, Waterhole #3 produced around the same time, and yeah, that was really not particularly good at all, to be honest. So yeah, this is a surprise in terms of it not being as bad as that, but it's also unfortunate that it's nowhere near as good as the previous two in this box set. So yeah, but nonetheless, there is the disc itself. And yeah, we have a 1080p high definition presentation on this. Looks and sounds perfectly good. You can 178 to 1 ratio, aspect ratio, and then you got LPCM 2.0 mono audio, English language soundtrack with English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. And yeah, in terms of extras, we've got the films of Andy McLagan, video essay by film historian C. Courtney Joyner from 2026. Then you got trailers from Hell, Something Big, featuring screenwriter Larry Karaszewski. And yeah, and then finally you got a theatrical trailer as well. There is one interesting thing about this. If you're into your music, then the title song itself was written, um, well, music was by Burt Bacharach, and then the lyrics were done by Hal David. Obviously, they were well-known collaborators throughout the 60s and 70s. So, yeah, the song itself is all right, but the fact that you've got Dean Martin in this and he's not doing the song is a little bit strange. You would have thought you'd have put your most well-known star, who not only as an actor but also as a singer, in doing that, but they didn't. But the song itself is okay. But yeah, by no means the best part of the film itself. But still, ultimately, yeah, the current low point of this box set. Hopefully, the next two are a vast improvement over this and get up towards the likes of Will Penny in terms of quality. But as of right now, this is the low point of this box set so far. Although by no means as lower of a point as it was with the as it was with Waterhole #3 in the prior box set, which is yeah still comfortably one of my least favorite films that I've seen from Imprint in terms of their releases. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen Something Big before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.